Hi there guys, and welcome once again to Jonesy's vlog. So what a fantastic start to this week. I mean, it couldn't have been any better for a Leeds fan, really, could it? First of all, early on we hear that Connor Wickham gets recalled from Sunderland, and then we get the news that Cellino has been blocked by the Football League to take us over, and all that was before. Was that all before 11 o'clock, I think, this morning? So it was, it was a cracking start, really good start to the week. I mean, we shouldn't really be surprised by all this, should we? We've been through it all before, and no doubt it'll just keep happening. It's, after, oh God, how long is it now? 16, 17 years supporting Leeds, you're just not surprised by anything. So, well, let's start on Saturday. Of course, we got the win against Millwall. It didn't sound like the prettiest of games or the prettiest of wins, but at the end of the day, a win's a win. And after the really poor run of results and performances that we had, it was just more important, I think personally, to get the 3 points there, and hopefully that can instill a bit of confidence in the team and push on to tomorrow night against Bournemouth. Big Matt Smith getting a goal again, which is fantastic. I mean, if you were to look at the amount of starts and the amount of minutes that Smith has actually played for us this season, I mean, what is it? 11 goals he's got now, and you compare that to McCormack, who has played pretty much every 90 minutes of every single game. I mean, the sort of minute to goal ratio isn't going to be that far off. So it's good to see Smith doing really well, because it wasn't an easy start for him, which of course it wasn't going to be, coming from League One, and before that non-league football. I mean, it's something like two and a bit years ago. He was playing non-league football in front of a couple of hundred people. So it's a massive step up for the lad. So for me personally, it's really good to see him doing well, getting on the score sheet again. And McCormack scoring a fantastic goal that not many other people would think of doing from that angle. So like I say, I mean, a win's a win, and it was just important to get the 3 points, even if Millwall did probably deserve something out of the game. So that was that. So everyone was feeling all right, feeling in a bit of a better mood anyway than of late. Of course, there was a constant thing of the Football League coming out with a decision, and it was that the waiting was getting to everyone, and the waiting was definitely over this morning. I think the majority of fans probably expected it to go this way, but it's still disappointing to see it. I mean, looking at it when I've on here. Quite a few vlogs ago now, I expressed my sort of displeasure at possibly having Cellino at the club, and I still didn't believe that he was the perfect man for the club. Someone such a sort of checkered history, and things of fraud, and of course the reason he's not got the club now because of this whole tax evasion thing with his yacht. But it was more a case of we kind of needed him. By all accounts, GFH don't have a plan B, which doesn't surprise me. To be honest, we could be doing a plan C, a plan D, and a plan E, really. So to not even have a plan B is kind of worrying. So yeah, it was more a case of needing him, and now that's disappeared now. So and now we're just back to the waiting game again. There's nothing else that as fans we can do. Well, that's the thing that is so annoying. We don't get good communication from the club, so it's always a guessing game, and that's always good with Leeds fans, especially on Twitter. I mean, you can just have one little bit of a rumour, and that somehow gets spread out and changed several times, and it's a bit like sort of Chinese whispers with fans. But I mean, that's the thing. It's always McDermott that has to come out and faces the questions about things that are happening at the club. It's never the owners or the chairman or anything. It's always got to be McDermott, and you've got to feel sorry for him. 'Cause I mean, he must be just as fed up as the rest of us, and just wanting it all sorted. but it just seems to be a never-ending sort of circle with us. So like I say, we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, I would be very surprised if we didn't see someone else trying to, come in. Perhaps, is it Mike Farnan coming back in with an offer, or maybe someone else that hasn't been involved before or we haven't heard of before. They'll see that this has gone through and they might think that they want to come in and take on this poison chalice that is Leeds United. So yeah, it's just a waiting game now, which is the most frustrating thing, and we'll just have to see what happens. But hey, JFH did reassure fans that there's nothing to worry about and that the future of the club's safe. So I think everyone feels a lot better because of that. And yeah, obviously the disappointment of Wickham going back so early. He has brought something a bit different to the team, and it's just another place to fill now. I mean, I'm guessing probably Cameron Stewart will go out into that wide position now, and yeah, we'll just again have to go from there. I mean, I can't see McDermott bringing anyone else in on loan now. It's because, like I said before, I mean, for me the season's over, so I mean it's not vital to get someone else in unless he feels that there really needs to be, another space sort of filled up in that squad. So we'll have to see what he does with that. It was quite interesting this morning. As soon as the news came out that Sunderland had recalled him, straight away people were blaming McDermott, saying that it's because he's been playing him out on the wing and that the player wasn't happy and Sunderland weren't happy. People guessing that it was because Leeds United couldn't pay the wage and everything. And sort of conspiracy theories coming out like that, and in the end it just turned out that Sunderland wanted him back because they're running out of strikers. They've only got one fit striker, which is Jonesy who is terrible. So you can't really blame Pyatt for wanting Wickham back at this point. So that just proves what it's like on Twitter with Leeds fans. That it quickly sort of escalates from one thing to another. So it's always a lot of fun. So yeah, it's a good start to the week. So things can only get better. Starting with Bournemouth tomorrow night. So I don't think many of us are probably expecting too much. I'm guessing with the whole takeover thing, there might be a bit of negativity around the squad. It does seem like it's affected us in the past. And the fact that McDermott had kept going on about it the past few weeks, that it needs to be sorted. The fact that now it's going to be going on for even longer, it's probably going to have some sort of effect on him, and likewise, that'll go on to the players. So that's an unfortunate point there. But yeah, I mean, we'll just have to see. I mean, for me, the players just have to go out and just try and play the best that they can. I mean, they should be doing that every week. But like I say, for me, unless administration's round the corner, relegation isn't going to be an issue. So it's just a case of going out and taking each game as it comes and just playing the best that they can and hope they can get a few victories here and there and just try and give the fans something to shout about, because we've had very little to shout about this season. It's not quite as depressing as what last season was for me. That was really quite dark, but it's a close second this season. Things just keep getting from bad to worse, don't they? So yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow night. I'm sure the sell-out away allocation will have a good trip and have a good time anyway. I hope they do. Hope they have a safe journey. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I'll probably do another vlog at the weekend, probably after the Donny game. Quite disappointed I can't go to that. So the next game I'm going to is hopefully Charlton at home, and then Wigan away, which I'm really looking forward to. So obviously there'll be a Jonesy away days video coming up for the Wigan match. So that should be a lot of fun. Like I say, really looking forward to that. A new ground for me, and it will be my 50th ground that I've visited whilst supporting Leeds United. So a little bit of a milestone for me there. So yeah, looking forward to that. So yeah, that's all from me today, guys. So let me know your thoughts on this morning's events and this morning's news. Can you see anyone else wanting to come in and try to take Leeds over, or do you think administration is a real sort of worry and something that is around the corner? Your thoughts on Wickham? If you were glad that he's gone, or if like me you're a bit disappointed that the loans ended early. And if you were Brian McDermott, would you bring anyone else in at this point, or do you think it's a bit of a pointless thing to do? So let me know your thoughts on that and any other thing that you want to talk about in the comments below, or on my Twitter at ChrisJonesLUFC. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will talk to you all very soon.